What's happening, people? Welcome back to the Sound Design channel. My name is La, and today we're going to have a look at something a little bit special. It's the track from our intro. So a lot of people have requested it in the comment section, so I thought I would show it to you today. So here it is. If you guys want to check out the course where this track is taken from, it's this Analog Rooms one here through Production Music Live, and it's done by Francois, who is actually one of the people who started Production Music Live. He's an absolute genius with sound design and with music theory. So yeah, I highly recommend that you check that out. So yeah, I'm going to go through these channels now. I'll go through a little bit of the MIDI. I'll just group them all together. I love this feature in Ableton. So yeah, we can look at all of these together. Essentially, we're playing a chord with the three layers. So the red represents the sub, the whatever color this is, turquoise, represents the mid, and then the light blue is the top. If you just look at the chords, it's nothing too crazy. We just have this C sharp. We're in the F minor scale, and we're playing this C sharp on the bottom, and then the octave above, and then the F to complement. And then so on and so forth. So similar again, C sharp, A sharp, and then A sharp again, and then the C sharp on the top. So they're harmonizing quite nicely. There's a nice bit of space in between each of the layers. So let's now go into the sound design. I'm not going to recreate them from scratch because there's a few layers to go over. So it's just I'm going to go through them all, and so you see what's going on. So with the top layer, so this one. Very Stephan Bodzin style, and this is kind of a stereo layer in a sense. So if we have a look at it, the sound design is very simple. It's just one oscillator. As you can see, the volume's up on this one and it's down on the others, and it's this backwards sawtooth with a bit of detune. It doesn't look so obvious if you look at it like straight away. Make it a bit bigger. That's very bigger. So there's a little bit here. If I reset this, it'll go to here, but we have a little bit. It gives it a little bit of an interesting feel. If you listen to this, it also makes it less straight, so it's kind of like wobbling a little bit. Very subtle, but it's adding a little something. And if we look at the envelopes now, so we got envelope 1, which is the amp envelope. It's just a sustained sound with a bit of release. Then the cutoff filter is just opening it up slightly. So I'll take away this envelope 2. There's a bit of automation going on with this as well, as you can see. But that's just the amp envelope coming through, and then we need this envelope 2 to open the sound up. Very subtle, just a little bit there, but it's helping a lot. So with the envelope 2, the way that it's got that kind of growling feeling is because we have a gradual attack here, which is being automated a little bit as well. Maybe not at this point in the track, but at some point. And then a little bit of sustain and a little bit of decay there, so it kind of dies off quickly. And that's it. Nothing else going on with the sound. No effects here. It's all external. And there's a bit of glide here, which is helping glide between the notes. So with the processing, he's pitched it up, but that's not too important. It'd be the same as pitching it up here. So it's just playing a little bit higher. And then we got a little bit of EQ, which is just doing a very, very slight boost here. Some saturation, delay, reverb, and auto pan. So this is making the sound go into that stereo field, so it's not taking up too much of the room in the midfield. Very, very nice. And that's all that we have going on. And now if we look at the sub layer, pretty much exactly the same. If we have a look here, it's the same oscillator, and just using one of them. We do have a bit of feedback for warmth, and then the envelope 2 is opening up a little bit further rather than it being to here where it was on the other one, and the cutoffs open a little bit more. So this sounds very, very big, but there's nothing else going on with that's different. It's a bit more glide actually with this one, which is interesting. But that's it. And then saturation the same, a little bit of a different one. This is the analog clip, which is a bit softer, and then another additional saturator. And then we got some crazy EQ. I just want to see what this will sound like with it on and off. We'll just solo that. Yeah, so it's really adding that kind of mid frequency. And then we just got another one here, which is just closing the sound down afterwards. So he's boosting in here, and then he's tailoring what he wants from that sound. Bit of sidechain to the kick, very important because it's a sub bass. And then he's put it into mono with this utility here. So it's 100% going to be nice and dry. Not dry, sorry. Nice and mono. So it's going to come through clearly in the mix. And that's it. No other processing going on, just this auto filter, which is off for now. Yeah, maybe he used it and then didn't like it. So yeah, let's have a look at the main layer. So this is the layer that you kind of mostly hear in a way, but obviously the other layers are very present, but this is the one that you're kind of concentrating on. And so there's quite a bit going on with this one. It's nice and stereo. Let's have a look at the sound design. Again, basically the same sound, so it's just duplicated the sound, but with this one, we have an LFO being added. So LFO 1 on a very fast rate. If we take this away, so it's adding that. Right, really nice. And nothing else. We've just got a bit of release this time with the envelope, so the notes don't die off too quickly. But there's pretty much exactly the same with the shaping, and that's pretty much it on the sound. If we have a look at the processing, we've got some saturation again. This Synoid fold is quite a strong saturator, but he's using it by 17%, so it's not going to be too strong. But this is adding just a nice little bit of color to the sound. And then we got some delay. Without the delay, it's very dry. On the 4 and 8, so if you ever do like alternative times, so say you have 3, then you should try and do 6, so just double it. 2, 4, 3, 6, so on and so forth. It always works really well. And then we got a bit of chorus, very small amount of chorus, bit of auto pan again to just make it nice and wide. So you can hear, if you've got headphones on or monitors, you'll hear that it's going left and right nicely. And then a bit of sidechain to the kick, a bit of reverb, really small amount of reverb, 4%. I want to see if this actually makes much difference. It's adding something, I think, a little something. But there is quite a bit of reverb going on with the returns, just on this one channel. So we've got a left and a right reverb here. So he's panned them. If you have a look, this one's on the left and this one's on the right. And then he's got different amounts being sent to them with the sound, which is just basically making the sound really nice and full in the stereo field. Sounds very, very pretty. And that's it. That's all that we have going on with that sound. The little pluck in between is just this sound here, which I think is just playing like a C. Yeah, playing a really high C. Don't think there's anything crazy going on with the sound. Yeah, it's just a sawtooth with a little small envelope. And that's it. It's pretty similar to the other sound design, just with the envelopes. But nothing too crazy. What makes all of this work really well is the harmony. So it's the space between the chords, or between the notes which are creating the chords, and it's the timing in which he's doing the notes, which works really well. So let's have one more listen. Cool. Thank you very much for watching this one, guys. If you found it helpful and educational, please let us know in the comments. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any more of our content. Again, if you want to check out this course and template, then the link will be down below. Cool. Thank you, guys. Catch you in the next one.